During accessibility tab, menu narration option is set to off. Menu narration option is set to off. Subtitle accessibility option to toggle menu narration. Audio is only available when connected to servers.
Welcome to Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. We're here for Week 5 of EA Sports College Football. It's the Utah Utes and the Arizona State Sun Devils. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
If you haven't been to Tempe, Arizona to a college football game at Arizona State, it definitely should be on your bucket list. This is one of the most unique stadiums in all of college sports, built into the side of a mountain. You literally can go for a hike and watch the college football game. They have one of the most fun atmospheres in all of the stadiums, and they have built a concourse that is definitely worth a visit. A little club scene gets you going if you want to watch the Sun Devils. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. So the Utah Utes offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And we get our first look at Colton Joseph. He's coming off a tough day in which he threw a couple of interceptions and only one touchdown pass. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Pulls it on the option. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
Really nice job by the defense that time, stopping the option. Everyone accounted for it. You saw the quarterback. He was holding it. He was running wider and wider out to the perimeter of the field. But this defense has really good speed. But they made that play because everybody was on the same page. Nice job.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Touchdown, Arizona State! A pick six!
And that is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick six early and put yourself in a hole. Not good.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. He'll bring it out. It's Cobb. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They go play action with Joseph. Oh, pressure's coming. Left side is Townsend. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to get the corner. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Yeah, and this man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense still in identity mode.
He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Fires to the right. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
The Sun Devils offense will now get its first chance with the football. And standing in the way is one of the best defensive lines in the country.
And we were really watching this defensive unit coming into the game and breaking them down, and we started to stare immediately at this defensive line because they get in the backfield throughout the season so far, making plays, getting to the quarterback. They can get you behind the sticks a little bit. Palmer, they're going to have to be ready for a defensive line that makes plays and can make offense really hard.
It's interesting, too, because the offensive staff told us they spent more time in practice this week than they have all season long working on protection checks and making sure everybody's on the same page and changing protections, bringing tight ends in and running backs, knowing where hot routes are because of what you just said. This D-line changes everything, and they probably haven't seen a pass rush like this year. This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Here's a give to Robinson. Nowhere to go.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball off.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And I feel like the defense needed that stop. Are already giving up a touchdown, early in this football game. They put another drive together, but great job bowing up, getting that 3rd down stop, and hopefully forcing the field goal.
No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking for the edge. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great 2nd down opportunity.
You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this 3rd down? They'll move the wide receiver. Joseph from the gun on 3rd down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. There he goes. Got some room entered to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, ASU. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for
trying to beat the D deep. And here's the third interception of the night. Got some room to run. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Out wide left, it's Butler. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll send the tight end in motion.
Encroachment, deep defense.
Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. Straight ahead, it's Parker. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. And the Utes can really attack on this second and short. Just feeds the running back. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. All wideouts, no backs. Joseph. Left side, it's Parker. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to throw one first. Right side, it's Townsend. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Handoff for Parker. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Defense thinking run all the way, and you could tell they sell out, they stuff the run. Now it's third and short. Will they run again, or are you going to force them to pass the football?
The Utes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Drives inside. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got...
Makes the grab past the marker. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Motion from the back. Throwing Joseph. Makes the catch. It's Townsend. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Not many play calls a coach likes better than this. 2nd and 1 after getting 9. Here's a give to Parker. Breaks into the... Got enough space. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Utes!
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
Here comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Quarterback signaling to his guy. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Out wide left, it's Butler. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Looking to throw for it. Out wide right, it's Robinson. At the 45 on its way. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it up to 49.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. It's been a rough start for these guys, and you look down the schedule in the Big 12, there aren't many soft landing spots.
Well, no doubt about it. This team has had some bad breaks early this year in Big...
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Complete to the left. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down.
Well, this offense is given a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity because 1st and 2nd down was ugly, but they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable 4th down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
Needs it here on 4th down. Complete out of the backfield. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
And the Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it. Sees a crease. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
They'll run out of the gun here with Robinson. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Timeout called by the Utes. That's their first. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. The Sun Devils back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Snags it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. An 84-yard drive there, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Throws to the wideout. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Again, it's Parker. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. The Utes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Joseph.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of...
Makes a grab on the shot. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. And the Utes come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Fresh set of downs going up top. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points...
And it's his fourth interception of the night. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Making the adjustment. Wilson. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Trying to burn this defensive back. Timeout taken by the Sun Devils, their first of 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
He'll pull it down. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Shotgun snap on third down. Took a shot as he threw. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We begin our wraparound with Clemson, taking on the number 5 team, the Louisville Cardinals. And it's the Tigers with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team.
The Utes will line up to kick off and start the second half. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
I caught up with the Sun Devils head coach at the half. Listen, things have not been going right lately, but they have found some momentum here in this ball game. He said, I know we've got a lot of clock left, a lot of game left, but it all starts right now to continue to believe. They get the ball to start the second half, and we'll see if they take that first half momentum into the third. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Second down to the air. Just had to get rid of it.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit, and I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Got him downfield. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Changing the routes with his receivers. Drops back on first down. Fires to the middle. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time, that's what forced the incomplete.
Motion from the wideout. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Snags it. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. The Sun Devils will punt this one away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here. Only called on one time in that loss last week. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. Tight end now in motion. Joseph on the play action. Got it behind the line. It's Parker. Turning it on. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. And the Utes in the hurry up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the boat. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
He's working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Parker again. Shakes off the defender. Might have it. Just shedding tackles. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go. Ready. One. Ready to go.
Sells the run, looking to pass. And he gets it away.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any.
Makes a grab and room to run. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
They'll say he stepped out of bounds right at the 17. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Parker. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Throwing Joseph. Rush right in his face. Gets rid of it.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the returner will be brought down. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback changing the play. Robinson again. On the stop.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
3rd and 6 yards to go. Right side, it's Robinson. Nice move to pick up yardage. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And that's how you flip the field really quickly. Go from being on your side of the field, creating the explosive play, getting some momentum for this offense, and getting towards scoring position.
Flip it out to the back on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on 1st down. The Sun Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. He wants to throw it again. Out wide right, it's Robinson. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Back has it. Snags it and he's open. Touchdown ASU! And the route is on. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5.
When you've got a losing skid, there's nothing like some good old home cooking. They came back home and they have played an outstanding game. And let's give this crowd a helmet sticker. They've been so loud. You know they've impacted this game. And that's the beauty of college football, helping their team get back in the win column.
Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Left side is Cobb. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking. Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle, but how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
3rd and 3. Motion from the wide receiver. Keeps it himself. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Joseph to throw for it on 4th. Takes a hit as he fires. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted to 4th down to keep the drive going. The Utes are rolling down the field. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. And the Utes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Handoff for Parker. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be knocked down, but not before doling out some punishment and getting 7. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Joseph. Grabbed in the middle. It's Townsend. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Utes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They go play action with Joseph. Unloads it left. He's got it. Runs through a man. He might have space. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. And the Utes are threatening on 1st and goal. Here's Parker. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
That one just came off his hand badly.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on 4th down.
And after getting that completion, they've now set up 4.
Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. Here comes the heat. Throw to the end zone. Picked off. Down in the end zone. The big play there, and the defense gets the stop. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in here.
Stopped again. At least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time. And the Sun Devils headed quickly to the line. On third down, he drops to throw. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And the defense gets the big third down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on fourth down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like, these are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Throwing Joseph. He wants a big play here late. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's taking a deep shot. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. Third and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Touchdown, Utah!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And after the extra point, they trail 35-17. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish with a 62-yard pass for the score. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the returner will be dragged down. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
No stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.